Bonsoir, bienvenue à l'autre segment d'émission Law, Politics and Society. Non pas moi, c'est Max Sinal. Merci d'être quitté nous entrer la caille. Aujourd'hui, à nous en direct depuis le studio nous de North Miami Beach pour nous retransmettre l'émission ça Law, Politics and Society. Pas de monde qui a ignoré l'importance politique dans la vie nous, surtout nous élus, monde qui est the right person pour nous élire. Mais monde qui est plus important que peut-être très souvent ignoré, c'est juge. Juge c'est eux-mêmes qui décident quantité ou bien qualité de vie que petit nous l'enal devant eux ou bien nous-mêmes personnellement. C'est ça que fait en dedans l'émission ça nous encourager nous pour nous voter juge et juge surtout qui a un caractère et qui comprennent nous-mêmes en tant que communauté. Je dis à nous parler avec une juge mais avant faut nous introduire nous maître André Pierre, un avocat de renommée plus que 18 ans d'expérience que me prend plaisir pour me partager ça avec lui. Maître André Pierre.
Bonsoir Maxo et bonsoir encore à tout le monde qui a regardé l'émission Law, Politics and Society. Nous sommes bien contents de ce qu'on a une opportunité ça pour nous entrer la carreau en direct pour te bon gens information pour vous. Même Jean Maxo fait que là, l'important en pile les que vous allez voter, les fini pour voter juge tout parce que yo joué un rôle important dans la vie. Et bien à ce là en direct nous avons un juge qui est très appréciable, un juge qui est très et un candidat pour juge qui est très compassionné qui est dans le studio avec nous là, et bien c'est juge Linda Luce, candidate for Miami-Dade County Court Judge Linda Luce. Welcome to the show.
Bonsoir, moi c'est Linda Luce. Buenas noches, yo soy Linda Luce. Good evening, my name is Linda Luce.
Well, you are a candidate for Miami-Dade County Court Judge. We know that you have been a lawyer for a number of years. We understand that although you were born in Pennsylvania, your parents were from Puerto Rico. So let's start with your journey. How did you start your journey in Pennsylvania, then back to Puerto Rico, then go to California? So let's start with the routes that you have taken for you to become one of the best lawyers in the state of Florida.
Well, my parents moved to Philadelphia from Puerto Rico, and most of their family did, like a lot of families from Puerto Rico that went to New York and the Northeast in the early 60s. And I happened to be born there in 1966. And I was born and raised in Philadelphia. And shortly after that, I moved to Puerto Rico and did middle school and part of high school there with my parents that moved back to Puerto Rico. And then I decided to go to California. It was time now to get serious about college. So I decided to go to California, move to California, and finish high school there. I finished high school, but college was too expensive. So I had to come back to Puerto Rico and do college in Puerto Rico. So I decided to go to the University of Puerto Rico, did my bachelor's degree there in political science. And then I went to law school, and I did law school in Puerto Rico, and then came to Miami. And this is where I've been for 25 years.
Right. But after you graduated law school in Puerto Rico, rather than moving to the mainland, before you moved to the state of Florida, you did something in Puerto Rico, which is you were admitted to the Puerto Rican bar.
I was admitted to the Puerto Rican bar. I took the bar in Puerto Rico, and then shortly thereafter, I came over to the United States.
So you got admitted to the Puerto Rican bar in 1992.
Correct.
Okay. Then from there you came to Florida and you were admitted to the Florida bar in 1995.
Correct.
Okay. And ever since then, you've been a lawyer. And
for half my lifetime. I'm going to be 50 years old, 25 of them being a lawyer.
Oh, wow.
Ms. Luce, we know that you've been a lawyer for a very long time. What qualities have you cultivated as a lawyer that prepare you to become the judge that we dream to have?
My career has been very interesting, and I've been very fortunate and very blessed, extremely blessed. And along the way, I've encountered people and circumstances that have formed me into the human being that I am today, and not just in my profession, in my personal life. I'm fortunate to have two amazing children I have an amazing family. I have 4 other brothers and sisters. So I come from a very big family, and you learn to share quickly when you come from a very big family. But starting off in my career, my passion has always been working with children. And that's how I started off. I started off in public service. First, I worked for a very lucrative law firm out in Atlanta, and as a starting lawyer with a very nice salary, and I did that for a year. And there was something inside me that, you know how you go to law school and you graduate from law school and you want to become, not that you're not somebody, but you want to become someone within your community, within, that's going to make a difference. And you yearn for that. And when I got the first job offer to work out in Atlanta, my father was ecstatic that I was doing that, because I'm the first generation of a college graduate. And of course, my parents were like, wow, this girl from Puerto Rico is now going into Atlanta to work for a very fancy law firm. And I did that for a year, but like I said, there was something that just was not right. It didn't feel good. And I got a job offer while I was in Atlanta to come work for the Department of Children and Families. I remember that when I took out the calculator and did the math, my salary was going to be 25% of what I was making. And at that point, it wasn't very difficult to make that decision. It was a complete change in lifestyle. And I got in my car, which was a Toyota Tercel at the time, and I drove south. And when I got here in 1992, that's where I stayed. And I went to work for the Department of Children and Families with the Juvenile Delinquency Unit.
Helping children.
Helping children in the most distressed part of our community, which is foster care and juvenile delinquency.
Well, we're going to continue that conversation, but at this moment, we're going to take a break. Okay, and we'll be back in a minute with your county court judge candidate, Linda Luce. Keep in mind that you're watching Law, Politics, and Society. We'll be back in a minute.
Sinal Consulting Group, c'est un consultant business center pour business plan, incorporation, 501c3 for non-profit, income tax préparation. Sinal Consulting Group, c'est la référence. 305 308 82 29. Office là offre tout, life insurance, money management et investment. Relais jodi a pour une consultation gratuite 305 308 82 29.
Si vous avez besoin d'un avocat pour immigration, cas criminel, l'État et fédéral, relais avocat dans le bureau André Pierre dans 305 398 96 46. Pour accident machine, dérangement dans le travail, glisser et tomber, relais avocat André Pierre dans 305 398 96 46. Ou ka gen droit jusqu'à $10,000 dans bénéfice. C'est seul un avocat qui a fait rejoindre l'argent. Nous ici là pour servir. Si vous pas touché, nous pas touché. Ou pas pral doué frais avocat avec dépenses. Relais avocat André Pierre dans 305 398 96 46 ou soit aller dans 550 Northeast 124e rue dans North Miami.
Merci d'être été avec nous. Nous rappelons regarder Law, Politics and Society. Non pas moi, c'est Max Sénal. Et je dis à nous le privilège pour nous parler avec une candidat pour juge. Et juge, tant que nous sommes dit à l'heure, capable de faire gros décisions sur nous-mêmes. Tant que nous sommes candidat Linda Luce, nous parler nous de côté compassion que le gagne pour lui faire ça l'affaire. Miss Luce, you have outlined the compassionate side of a lawyer planning to become a judge. What are the qualities that you will bring to the bench that people in the community will feel very comfortable when they come to your courtroom?
I think one of the qualities that I bring to the bench is temperament. And I've been talking a lot about it in the different forums that I've been participating throughout this community. And what I've been talking about is that being in a position of a judge, it encompasses a very great deal of responsibility, a very great deal of power. And I often tell people that when that judge is sitting on that bench, What's going to show up is not necessarily the law school they went to or the career, the brilliant career that they have had. What's going to show up is those personal traits that that judge has. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is that, for example, a person that has apathy, a person that has anger issues, a person that has all of those traits that thinks that they are bigger than God or anything like that, comes to be tenfold when they get on that bench. And I think one of the things that I bring to the bench, if I am blessed to be elected, is that I am a very even-tempered person. And you can ask throughout the community that I have lived and worked for so long, and they will tell you that to arouse any kind of reaction out of me, you have to be really good, okay? But I think that when people come to court, there's always going to be a winner and a loser, okay? Or the person that doesn't gain their perspective in court. But one of the things that they will always seek is that they will say, if that judge treated me fairly, I'm okay with the outcome.
Right.
It's okay that I didn't win, because I'm okay with the fact that that judge treated me with respect, with dignity, let me talk, and I'm okay with that because he was fair. And I think that's what all of us, when we have that experience with the courtroom, are seeking. It's not necessarily the win or lose, but how you were treated. It's an experience that you'll carry with you for the rest of your life. Aside that, I always tell people that your chances, these elections are very important, judicial elections,
Right.
because your chances of encountering a judge once in your lifetime are a lot bigger than you encountering to meet the President of the United States. And for example, the President of the United States can make a decision today that will not affect you until 4, 5, or 6 years down the road, maybe, if it doesn't stop at Congress,
Right.
okay? Now, if you go before a judge, you're going to get a decision that day or the day after, and that will affect you that very same day. So it's important to participate in these elections. It's important to know who we're putting on the bench, what their qualifications are, what their temperament is.
These are great qualities, and you display them.
Thank you.
Very well. You are certified by the Florida Bar as a mediator.
Yes,
Okay. You founded your own law firm.
correct.
Tell us about, because it seemed like, coming from a lawyer's perspective, then become certified by the Florida Supreme Court as a mediator.
Early on in my career in 2003, bear with me, 2003, I decided to become a mediator. I was working with children. I've been doing family litigation and civil litigation. I decided to become a mediator. And what I did as a mediator is that I helped attorneys that would bring me their cases to try to reach a resolution without having to go before the court. And the way I was very effective in doing that, because one of the things that I would tell the people that would participate in the mediation is, this is your platform during the mediation that you can say whatever you need to say without a time constraint, like you would if you were in a trial before a judge, and without any of the application of the law against rules and regulations of things that you cannot say because of the hearsay rule. That's the lingo that attorneys understand. So I tell people, here is the platform where you can safely express yourself. Tell the other person what it is that you want. You may not get 100% of what you want, but you can compromise to a certain extent and get what you need. Not necessarily what you want. There's a big difference. We all want many things, okay? But if we can compromise with what we need, we'd be much happier, okay? So I was very effective as a mediator because people understood that and they were okay with that concept. And I was able to settle those cases that the judges would send to me as a mediator, or other attorneys voluntarily submitted to me as a mediator. And if their case settled, which 9 out of 10 times it did, then you wouldn't have to have the experience of having to go through an expensive trial trying to prove your point. So the mediation aspect of it, which I also talk before when I go to forums, and I present it to people, they ask me, well, what would you do differently if you became a county court judge? And I always remind them, you know what? That county court judge seat is not my seat. It's the people's seat. It's the community seat. It belongs to the people of this county. I will get paid to manage it. I'm just a public servant.
Right.
And one of the things that I always say that is very effective, for example, in the family division in Miami-Dade County, we're nearing 40,000 new filings in Miami-Dade County alone. We are the biggest county in the state, the 4th largest in the nation. So there's a lot of litigation here. And one of the things that I consistently talk about is the proposition of mediation. In the cases where mediation can be effective, obviously you have criminal cases where mediation obviously does not apply and people can't utilize that vehicle. But in certain cases in county court and in circuit, mediation is very effective and should be utilized more. And I think I would encourage people to do that more.
Okay, it seemed to me that people may not understand that, but before you could become a judge, you have to have been a lawyer. And it seemed to me that not only that you have been a great lawyer for the last 25 years, and not only that you have so many different kind of experience, but you have tried cases, you have been a mediator, you have settled cases, you have done transactional work. It seemed to me that all of the preparation that you needed in order to become a judge have been accomplished. And now it's time for the people of Miami-Dade County to vote for County Court Judge Candidate Linda Luce. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute. Thank you so much.
Citoyen, mardi 30 août, nous gagnons un rendez-vous avec l'histoire. Nous avons voté 95 pour nous kembe Fred Séraphin sous chaise juge là. Des petites communautés, depuis 29 l'année, la bail service, 15 ans comme avocat cap défendre peuple, 14 l'année comme juge, côté le grand engagement pour servir tout le monde égal égaux avec équité. Citoyen, pied bœuf pour pied bœuf, n'a prend pas de caille pratique. 30 août, nous avons voté 95 pour nous kembe juge Fred Séraphin, juge comté Miami-Dade. Message payé par campagne pour réélu Fred Séraphin, juge comté Miami-Dade groupe 5.
Moi c'est Fred Séraphin et moi approuvé message ça.
Hi, this is Dr. Barbanel. I wanted to discuss what you should do after you've been involved in an accident. It's very important to seek medical attention immediately after an accident so you could properly diagnose your condition. There could be severe injuries that you may not realize that are going on, and we're very experienced in dealing with that here in my office.
After my accident, I was experiencing very bad neck and back pain. I came to see Dr. Barbanel and his staff, and they helped me have a speedy recovery.
You could expect a very knowledgeable staff and doctors that are going to assist you with all your accident needs.
El doctor Barbanel es uno de los mejores doctores que hay en esta oficina. Llevo años aquí trabajando y me siento muy cómoda. Los pacientes cada vez que se van siempre se van felices y los podemos ayudar en español, en creole y en inglés. Hablamos 3 idiomas.
Dr. Darwin, c'est un bon docteur, un bon chiropracteur. Il a un peu d'expérience depuis la traité patient qui fait accident machine et puis accident dans le travail et tout. Et puis, il est toujours des blagues, même le patient a une douleur à ça pour le patient capable. Et puis, nous disponibles en anglais, français et puis créole.
If you've been injured in an accident, we have offices throughout the South Florida region, including Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. Call me, Dr. Davin Barbanel, directly at 305-934-8444 for all your accident and chiropractic needs.
Merci d'être été avec nous. On va regarder Law, Politics and Society. Non pas moi, c'est Max Sinal. Et avec moi, je dis, comme à l'ordinaire, c'est Maître André Pierre, un avocat de renommée, plus que 18 ans d'expérience, ici là, professeur à l'université, ancien magistrat, je suis fier de co-host Maître André Pierre. Mais je dis, on a parlé avec candidat Linda Luce, qui est candidat pour juge, qui jeudi a venu pour demander nous support. Miss Luce, you have displayed a set of good characters, the qualities that you have, you are compassionate, lovely, etc. and so forth. from listening to you and watching you tonight, you already have my vote.
Thank you.
Hopefully the people who are watching tonight will vote for you. But in the meantime, there are some challenges that you face as a candidate. Share with us some of the challenges that you face as a candidate to get your message out so people know they will be elected a very wonderful judge like you.
One of the challenges that I face is trying to get people to understand how important these elections are, because we're not in the November ballot. We're in the August ballot. We're not in the November ballot with the President of the United States. They gave us our own little primary. So early voting starts on Monday, and it goes from August 15th all the way through the 28th. And the primary election is on August 30th. And what I always am trying to talk to people, you're getting your absentee ballots. Only a fraction of those absentee ballots are returned, properly filled. So I'm encouraging people that if they haven't sent them out, please send them out. Get involved, because we are very quick. The right to vote is so sacred to me. It's the way that we can express ourselves and give our opinions. You know how we turn on the news and we start criticizing the politicians that are on the news, that we agree or don't disagree, and then sometimes I find myself fighting with the news by myself, and everybody else in my household laughing at me. The TV can't hear you, but your vote can. Your vote is your voice. And that's what I incessantly tell people. Please go out and vote. Make it count. Inform yourself about the candidates that are running. Know who you're voting for. Go into the internet and read about them. I'm on Facebook. My page is Linda Luce for Miami-Dade County Court Judge Group 15. Go in there and compare your candidates and give an informed vote. It's so important. And get involved in the elections. And remember, these are judicial primaries, and the chances of you or someone in your family coming close to a courtroom and having an experience with a judge is a lot greater than any other official that you could possibly come in contact with. So I think that's the biggest challenge that I've had in this campaign.
I see a lot different organizations in the community have endorsed you. You have a big endorsement from the teachers. The Teachers Association endorse you.
Right.
The League of Prosecutors endorse you. The police endorse you. Miami Herald not only endorse you, but saying that you have the better temperament to represent the people of Miami-Dade County. The Miami Times just gave you another big endorsement. It seemed to me, with all these endorsements that you have gotten so far, the only issue that is left to do is to make sure that the people know who you are.
Correct.
They could go out there and give you that vote.
Correct.
In other words, what do these endorsements represent for you?
The endorsements are important because they're the different aspects of our community, such as law enforcement, the United Teachers of Dade, the unions. And that's like a vote of confidence, of trust, that they're saying, we think that you have the qualities that we require that are important to us as a community, as a group, to endorse you to be the next county court judge. I am proud of that. There's nothing else that a candidate could possibly want more than the support of their own community, and within that community, the different aspects of it. So I'm proud to have those. And I always tell people the endorsements are great, but there's one big endorsement that I want more than anything, and it's the people of this community of Miami-Dade. That's the biggest endorsement that I could possibly hope for. I'm number 99 on the ballot. So I want the people of this community to know who I am, to go out and vote if they like me as a candidate. If you don't vote for me, just give an informed vote. Know who you're voting for. That's important. We're free to vote for whoever we want. I mean, of course, I want them to vote for me.
And they will.
Thank you.
Number 99, that's the number that they will find in their ballot.
Right.
Okay, so you publié buffet numéro 99 lè que ou voye absentee ballot ou ale. Si te kou la que ou poko voye absentee ballot ou ale, ou vle pour aller dans pour la directement lundi matin, ou ap gen gros chance pour faire ça parce que tout ça que le early voting polling station yo ouvri. So make sure que ou al voter pour Linda Luce numéro 99. Si ko pa gen chance pour aller dans 2 semaines early voting ça yo, OK, qui ont bon paquet de temps, gade les qui ont changé les à de 7 heures pour 3 heures, gade les ont changé les à pour 11 heures pour 7 heures. Ça veut dire quoi ça que même si vous avez pour le travail, vous avez toujours une chance pour aller voter, pas oublier à voter. Si vous perdez toutes 2 semaines early voting yo, qu'on y a que mardi le 30 là, jour gras, pas oublier pour aller voter pour Linda Luce. Linda, you also got the Puerto Rican Bar Association. That I'm an original member of the Puerto Rican Bar Association in Miami, in Florida. They have endorsed you. They have put their trust in you because they think that you are not just the better candidate, but the best candidate to represent them in Miami-Dade County.
Yes.
Ms. Luce, I am already convinced, and as already told you, you have my vote.
Thank you.
What would be the last word to convince my viewers now watching to make sure they come out and vote for you?
That I have dedicated my career to serving my community. I started in public service, and I promise you, and I promise the people of this county, that if I am elected to be your next county court judge, you will not regret it. You will not regret it.
And we can read it.
Okay. Well, like they say, from your mouth to God's ears, Judge, good luck.
Merci.
Yeah, work hard.
Thank you.
And the people are listening. The people have taken notice. They've realized that you are the one that they should be supporting, and they should get their friends, their family members, and people in the community to go out and vote for number 99.
Thank you.
Good luck. And hopefully on August 30th, you'll invite the community. You come by to say thank you.
I sure will. You know that if you invite me, I will come back and absolutely win, lose, or draw. I will absolutely come back. Thank you for having me.
And sure, not a problem. And hopefully we'll see you in the Miami-Dade County Court bench, in, I guess, September.
I would take the bench in January.
January? Okay.
Yes, that's good. I wish it was September.
Good. Well, so.
C'est un plaisir pour nous être avec nous aujourd'hui. Moi-même avec André Pierre, nous déjà convaincus que le meilleur choix que nous faisons aujourd'hui, c'est pour juge Linda Luce. Je crois que maintenant André Pierre, nous avons quelques recommandations encore pour l'autre candidat. Ici, à nous recommander Mme Marie-Hélène Stéril pour State Representative District 108. Nous suggérer et considérer Mme Marie Irvin Estimé pour District 107. Et puis nous demander tout pour nous de supporter juge Séraphin. Qui le juge encore nous terminer ici?
Nous avons juge Jason Black, nous avons René Gordon. So tout juge ça nous voit que fait bon bagage dans la communauté à pas oublier à supporter, à voter pour eux parce que même j'aime dire nous on ne doit pas de chance pour aller devant le président Obama, pour aller devant un state senator, pour aller devant un congressman ou bien un congresswoman ou bien un US senator. Mais dans la vie, quand même, soit vivre dans Miami-Dade County, ou gagne pour paraître devant un juge. So, pour que ça que si vous paraître devant un juge, ou pas prendre l'opportunité pour exercer voix ou pour faire juge reconnaître que ou même ou aller ou faire des voix ou que ou aller voter pour juge que vous pensez qui a représenté la communauté.
Merci M. André Pierre, merci Mme Linda Luce.
Merci.
Merci d'être quitté nous entrer la CAO journée jeudi. Nous sommes en direct avec vous. Non pas moi, c'est Max Sinal et nous avons rendez-vous semaine prochaine pour notre émission Law, Politics and Society. D'ici là, nous souhaitons que vous passez un très bon week-end. Au revoir.
Arrestation pas un klaxon. Baptiste Belbons là dans la communauté a depuis 17 ans après des moun la en prison. Si arrêtez famille, amis et nous pas gain l'argent pour nous pas dormir en prison avec malfaiteur, relé Baptiste Belbons. Que c'est qu'à state fédéral, immigration et quelque chose étorié dans le pays, c'est relé Baptiste Belbons. Une compagnie qui assure bon jusqu'à $1 million. Depuis vous mettez une menotte dans Relais Baptiste Belbon la même pour des séries. Office la situé dans 666 North 125 Street, téléphone 754 422 2994 786 232 1944.